Tell me a little bit about your business and what you guys do.
Yeah, so we like to think of ourselves as a veterinary technology business, where we're incorporating a lot of like the innovation of technology into kind of a traditional veterinary practice. We've been ordering some really cool products, like we have new digital otoscope. We're looking at a digital like stethoscope. So that and we have camera capabilities on our microscopes. So when we go out in the field to see patients, we can send those images directly into our practice management system, but also leveraging our team a little differently too. So really empowering them to work at what I call the top of their license.
So I think Gavin made the decision ultimately to partner with us, but I don't know if you guys had any conversations. I'm curious if there were any concerns about choosing to partner with Beyond Just You prior to joining.
Um, Before we started working with you, it was something we had to do. Like we needed to find a recruiting group that we could work with that really shared a lot of the same like cultural aspects. And that's part of the reason why we went with Beyond Just You, because you guys think a lot like our organization, where culture is something that's super important. We also think about like empowering our team, like just how we work with our team, like being a learning organization, and then also just working with kindness. There's a lot of respect that we have in our organization, but like they're, working in the veterinary industry can be somewhat challenging, for the team members, and working with people who are just like open, caring, that understand what it's like to be in the industry is a big help versus a recruiting agency that doesn't have any experience at all.
Oh, I love that. I can tell you personally, my experience working with you guys, I told all the candidates that I spoke to was the exact same with how you guys communicate, your just genuine authenticity. I loved it. So I appreciate you sharing that we have some similar values. That's really
Yeah.
awesome. So where were you guys in the recruiting process prior to working with us?
Yeah. So prior to working with you, we had Rex open, I want to say for 3 months without getting really any interaction. And then when we started working with you, I was even surprised with hearing like the efforts and the kind of the unique approach that you had to finding candidates. So our methodology before, working with you, was we posted on, Indeed. And when candidates came through, we would reach out to them and follow through with that process. What I found interesting about working with you was how many candidates that you reached out to in the area through like different types of searches, but reaching out to people in the industry and just learning a little bit about them, which helps the candidate. Like that was one of the things that I really appreciated, that even the people that I've hired and had interviewed through your organization, they would share like, the people on the team are real people. They're caring, they're genuine. They took special interest in me. And that's it too, where you're trying to find the candidates that fit with the organizations, because we're all different, and trying to
Mhm.
find the ones that would fit best in our organization. And that was one thing that I really appreciated.
That's awesome. So what did you find as a result of partnering with us on your search?
Yeah, so we hired, which what we had contracted you guys to do. We hired two, really great licensed technicians who I probably wouldn't have met without your guys' help. Like they would have gone through kind of a process that a lot of people do, which is just going through Indeed. But the feedback that I got from these candidates, was that like you were the best recruiter they've ever worked with.
Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
so
Which
awesome to
says a
hear.
lot, especially in the industry, because there's a lot of people who are like reaching out to these candidates, and the fact that they were like, we were totally comfortable with Michaela. She was warm and genuine and caring, and really spent time to know about like what motivated them, um, into helping them find, not just a job, but a career.
Yeah, that's the goal. We want people to stick, and to make them stick, you got to figure out how they tick, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah,
So
absolutely.
So when you think about our partnership and the time that we worked together, what would you say was your favorite feature of working with Beyond Just You?
Yeah, I think of the collaboration and trying to find the right candidate. And again, we didn't, of the candidates that were sent over, we didn't, like, there were some that we declined, but part of it was just really kind of fine tuning what we were looking for in our organization specifically. But for me, like working with you, super easy. Like we could talk on the phone, we could hop on a video call, we could chat through email. So that was really helpful, especially when we were like timeline. Like we had one candidate who had multiple opportunities, and it was like really fine tuning what that offer is going to look like. How do we get this person on board? And in a way that everybody feels really good about it, because again, the candidate is like super, super jazzed about what she's doing now.
She really is. I mean, she seems really happy through my conversations with her. So I'm glad you are feeling that now that
Mm-hmm.
she's in the organization. So would you say has Beyond You Just You exceeded your expectations in any way?
Yeah, absolutely.
And are we a company that you would recommend to any other, practice or business like yours that needs to hire?
Yes, absolutely. And when we are hiring more, if I run into like a road bump again, I'm reaching out to you again.
I would love to work with you again. That would be the best.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to add about our time working together?
Just again, just feedback that I've had from the two candidates that I've hired. Um, they said that this was the best organization that they've worked with from a recruiting standpoint. And it says a lot about what you guys do. So you should feel really good about that.
I do. That really makes my day. I appreciate that. It's hard to get feedback sometimes, so it's nice to know when it comes from different angles, them to you, and that you guys would enjoy working with us again. That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
really great.
yeah.